Hey guys, it's Fan643 here. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the scene I just did. And normally I don't really feel the need to explain what I have done, but this scene was a doozy. I feel the need to explain it because there are a lot of people out there in the Hazbin Hotel fandom that adore Angel Dust, and I feel like that scene will offend a lot of people. So I don't mean to offend. I mean to stay within the truth of the characters. So if there's a character out there that doesn't like another character, I'm not going to play them as if they like them. And Vox very clearly hates Angel Dust, and I'm going to go into a little bit of why that is. Um, and I do try to keep, as an aside, I do try to keep my cursing to a minimum because I know kids are watching this show even though you're not supposed to, you naughty little kids playing with your parents' iPod or iPad. And yeah, kids watch this show. And I get it. Kids watch adult programs sometimes. You know, I think a lot of people did that when they were kids. So I do try to mitigate the cursing, but sometimes some curse words come out, and I do apologize if that offends. So yeah, Angel Dust in particular is a very popular, very loved character. So I wanted to go into detail about why Vox would hate him. So a little bit about Vox. Vox, although it's not explicitly said in the show, Vox has narcissistic personality disorder to a T. He is a narcissist. There's no question. And narcissists basically build their identity on fragments off fragments, things that they take from others, that they appropriate for themselves. They don't have a true identity. They don't know how to be their authentic selves. And they tend to be very, Vox in particular is a very jealous person. And we see that a lot with how he reacts when Angel Dust is with Val. And although it's not said outright in the show, I think Val must have done some stuff with Angel Dust. I'm not going to go into that because, again, kids. Yeah. So Vox is unable to be an authentic self. His authentic self. It doesn't exist for Vox, at least not yet. Might not ever exist. Rarely ever exists for a narcissist. Angel, despite all the crap he's been through, has been able to remain a sweetheart, a pure, authentic soul, even though he's been, abused so many times. He hasn't let that take away his purity, his heart, his humanity. He is really just such a sweetheart. And that can really get under a narcissist's skin when they meet somebody who's authentic, because it's a reminder of what they can't have. And if a narcissist can't have something, it drives them crazy. If they can't have something they really want, it drives them crazy. And I'm going to go a little bit into what Vox wants. So Vox is in hell. And I do believe that it wasn't just a stick, that it wasn't just a plot. I believe that Vox in actually wants to be in heaven, because heaven is the ultimate, high up there, up there, you don't get higher than heaven. But Vox isn't. He's at the bottom of the barrel in his eyes, he's in hell. He's probably the top of the food chain in hell, but he's still in hell. He's not a god. He's not. Those angels, they didn't even know who he was until he started acting out. He's not high status. He's not the status he wants to be. And I think that he knows that Angel is closer to getting up there than he is. And that's why he hates Angel the most. Yes, there is jealousy with Val. He doesn't like Angel being with Val in any way, because, Vox is such a jealous person to begin with. You just have to look at Alistair a certain way or too long, and then he'd flip out. But I think his true hatred comes from the fact that he realizes Angel is closer to getting to heaven than he will ever be. And yeah, maybe Vox will get a redemption arc. I don't know. I'm not the creator of the show. But as things are standing now, Angel is miles closer to getting to heaven than Vox is. And I think that really gets under Vox's skin. So that's why he really, really hates Angel. It's not so much Angel, it's just the fact that he can't produce that authenticity. He can't be pure hearted. He's not. We don't know a lot of his backstory before he was an adult, but all that we know is if he ever was nice, like truly genuinely nice, that's not happening anymore, and he can't reproduce that. He either doesn't know how, he doesn't want to, doesn't go with his plan, I don't know. But he can't be angel dust. He can't be pure. He doesn't have the wherewithal to get into heaven. And he knows that angel dust does. And we can see also in the show that he is very perturbed that angel dust is the next one to go up to heaven, is the next one chosen for redemption. So that's my 2 cents, guys. I don't want this video to run too long because generally my longer videos don't get a lot of views, so maybe nobody will be listening to this, but if you are listening, like, subscribe, and thank you for listening. It means a lot to me that even 1 or 2 people are listening. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up now, so see you later. Bye!